Greetings and welcome back to another episode of WesterosCraft Walks. I'm your host, Chris the Gardener, and today I have...
Glitch.
Yes.
I'm back.
Yes, he's back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the town of Fairmarket. So let's get started.
Alright, so we're outside of the town right now because there's this one house that we're going to look at before we head in. If you would like to begin.
Yes. It's a conveniently open door.
We forgot to close it.
But yes.
But, simple ints. Not, like, it's nice. Nice and simple and easy. And then here you've got their table. And this is quite a typical setup for ovens like this. It's less so a traditional hearth, and you actually throw wood in there, and then you heat things on top here on this surface. Because the surface gets hot from the fire inside.
So kind of like a bread oven, just minus all the ash.
Yeah. They can also put like pots and pans and stuff directly in the fire if they need to, but they can also cook on this top surface here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a nice later medieval design. From courtesy of the Dutch.
Yes, one could say this is a Dutch oven. Yes, hold your applause. I know.
I will be.
So yes,
yeah, so up here you've got a nice simple heating fire. So it gets really freaking cold in the winter. So they would have ovens and hearths and furnaces spread out in order to prevent themselves from freezing to death in the middle of winter. Because winters are years long here. And
winter is coming.
Yes, so the Starks say. This is the master bedroom. So this is where the man and his wife would live. And then this is either a servant or a child or something.
Here, it looks like we have storage. Nothing interesting to see up here.
You got to do a little bit of parkour to even get up there, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a nice, easy, simple house.
Yes.
Good start.
It's a really nice start. It also stands out a lot in this sprawl.
Yeah. It's a much nicer house than the surrounding ones.
Yes.
Got a little drawbridge here to protect the town. And then the main gate. This leads us into Fairmarket.
So, let's take a look at the gate.
Alright.
I got the stairs.
They're over there.
Oh, yes. But since I'm in here, we got some stables.
Yeah, little stables area for the guards, for them to put up their horses.
And here are the stairs to the walls.
Yes, so these are permanent fortifications on top of the walls. It's a very common style in the Netherlands, especially in the medieval towns and kind of early modern era, to have solid walls with murder holes, instead of the more typical crenellated battlements that you would expect a Western European town.
Yeah, are there any advantages to having this kind of
complete coverage? It's ostensibly more defensible against arrows, harder to get ladders up because you've got the roof, and it adds easy height to defend against ladders. It's also just generally a result of the weather, because it rains a lot in the Netherlands. It's generally a pretty wet environment.
Okay, so they built it to accommodate for that. So up here we have the mechanism for the portcullis, and we got some burr holes with some stone.
Yes, those are there for them to drop on the enemies if they ever get through the gate, or up to the gate.
Yeah, and I don't know if Fairmarket's been attacked in canon, but historically, this was where the Durandons defeated the Justmans, I believe.
Yes, you are correct. I believe that this is also the site of Halak Hoer's initial invasion of the Riverlands. Stopped here, or kind of centered around the Fairmarket, because he ended up living in the Riverlands.
Well, I mean, we'll probably talk more about the horrors when we get to the Tower House. But
yes.
What else do we have in the square?
I believe we've got a stables here for people to store their horses while they're in town. There's also an inn.
I just want to take a look at the stables back here.
Of course. Yeah, so this is a kind of a town stables. This is where travelers will stow horses and mules when they're staying in the various inns around the city.
This is actually pretty big. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to stow a lot of horses for a lot of people here.
True. So this probably isn't the only one. At least...
no, likely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we have the first inn from the south. So let's go in and take a look.
Pretty decent-sized inn.
Mm-hmm. This is a nice common area for everybody to eat. They got a little game table here. Some kind of game on it.
We need more games.
Yeah. All we have the ability to represent right now is Savas. So yeah, here's the kitchen. They've got what looks like a smoke bay hearth, which is a different style of hearth. And then
here we go. Here's the pantry.
Yeah, so it's separated from the main room and is beneath the kitchen, as a matter of fact.
I really like this. I like this height difference. So like you have the.
It's quite nice. Yeah. You step up 2, and then you step up and you step down 3. It's quite an interesting choice. I like it a lot.
And then you can continue up here to the private rooms for richer travelers.
Yes, for more well-off travelers here. And then this could be a communal room, I suppose, because it's got a couple of beds. Through here, this is definitely a room for a more well-off traveler.
Yeah. It's really
a nicer
fancy.
Bed and everything.
Yeah, it even has a flower. I don't think this is supposed to be extended, but yeah, you can
no, but Fairmarket was done in large part before the cycler was added.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. They got a little common room here for people to just hang out and chit-chat. And then up here...
You have the straw beds.
Yes, this is potentially for servants. This is for scullery maids, kitchen wenches, that kind of thing. And then here is presumably where the innkeep lives with their family.
Yes. Got into some nice fowl just hanging there.
Yes, yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah, so this isn't the only inn. Like, there's another inn that we won't be visiting because there's a Fairmarket's huge. At least.
Yes, it's quite a large town.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll just point it out. So like, you see that round tower and the inn sign. Yeah, this is the second inn in Fairmarket.
Yeah, that's probably the inn for the upper class travelers. So that's where you'll see middling lords, people of comparable or greater power than the Lord Steward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so over here, here's the back of the town hall, and we have the gallows for the execution of criminals, and the house that we visited before entering Fairmarket.
Yes.
Is actually the home of the executioner, who he's not welcome to live in the town because he
kills people.
Yes. So he lives outside in some kind of luxury.
Yes, he lives in quite a bit of luxury compared to his fellows outside the town, but he doesn't get the privilege of living in the town because people are scared of him.
Yes. The town hall.
Quite a nice building. It's based on the actual town hall of Gouda in the Netherlands, so it's an accurate depiction of that town hall. It's quite beautiful.
And coincidentally, the lead builder of Fairmarket EStoop is actually working on the restoration of said town hall. So that's a really interesting touch.
Yes, it's quite a nice detail from somebody who knows this structure well. So down here you've got working area. The town hall is relatively dominated by a couple of guild halls, a couple of guilds within the hall, and the primary guild is the various cloth guilds. So they have areas for measuring and cutting and sewing and stuff down here.
Yes, and this is actually like the finest cloth that you can find in Fairmarket.
Yes, the best stuff. Down here is kind of the vault area where they store ready cloth that's ready to sell, and they've got chests and baskets and stuff for other stuff.
So, do you want to just like go into the front entrance? Like, I think that would be.
Yeah, sure. Let's head that way.
Oh, you're going that way.
I was going to, yeah.
Yeah,
okay, so here you've got a little fishmonger's stall, just built on the side. Because the Blue Fork is named for its very clear waters. We'll see the river in a few minutes once we head over to the wharf. But fish do quite love the Blue Fork, so they get quite a prolific industry going there.
There's another
local industry.
Fishmonger down there, if you can see it. But
yes, I can.
The town hall.
Yes, the primary facade of the town hall. Here, you've got a little belfry on the top and the main entrance.
I wonder if there's actually, yeah, maybe there's a way to access the belfry. But
I believe there is.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the town. This is the courtroom, I believe.
Yes. So justice gets served over here.
And then over here is the door that leads down into the undercroft where we just were. Got a nice fancy hearth here, built of marble. Or carved white stone. Probably marble.
Over here is a guild meeting hall.
Yes.
With another fancy hearth.
Yes, quite the interesting hall, too. It's quite fancy, quite well off. It definitely displays the power of the various guilds in the town.
So they are a force to be reckoned with in Fairmarket. Up here, it looks like we have an office.
Yeah, so this is presumably an area for private meetings of a certain guild.
Here, looks like we have some archives and storage up on top.
And a lot more books, a lot more archives, that's for sure.
I think this is storage. Oh, we do have a way to get up to the belfry. I didn't know this.
Yeah. You can get up here, access the bell, ring the damn thing, deafen yourself. Wonderful.
And you also have a nice view of Fairmarket, too.
Yeah. So we head back down through here.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely... I haven't seen the town hall of Gouda or any images of it, but yeah, like, it's a really nice touch.
Yes, quite.
Okay.
The whole town hall is quite well built. Yeah. Definitely a worthy centerpiece of this marketplace.
Mm-hmm. So, it's the marketplace. Shall we take a look around before heading to the bank?
Yes, we shall. So, here you've got somebody who serves up small game, so fowl, rabbits, whatever you can basically trap. And then you've got various people hawking groceries, simple foodstuffs, vegetables, and things like that. I got some nice displays of carrots and turnips and garlic and stuff, and olives.
I'm just gonna point out this this stall here. I mean, I think you'd like this. A lot of green.
Shush. Now I have to tell that story. It's not going to make sense to anybody. Nobody outside the server knows what I'm going to be talking about.
I mean, that's fair.
We'll cut around that.
I will. I'll bring it up at some point. But yes, this building here.
Yeah. This is the bank, I believe.
Yes.
So this is it's a humble bank compared to the greats of the world. Banks are not common in this era of the medieval times that we base our world on. You see them cropping up more and more later in the early modern period. But early banks that we have, such as the Iron Bank of Bravos and the Bank of Old Town and the failed Rogaire Bank in, I believe, Lys.
Yes, it's Lys.
They're some good examples of how primitive banks would function.
Yes. And, I mean, one could say that this could just be a branch of the Old Town Bank.
It could be, but we are quite far away.
I mean, you never know. Like, they could always...
You never know, but I would expect certain flags to be flying.
That is true. So here we have a yard in the back.
Yeah, so this is for firewood mostly.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a crate for moving things, like a hand crate. And we've got up and down, so let's start with the down, I suppose.
Oh, the vault. Yes.
Yes, the important part. The vault, where it's full of gold, silver, bronze, various things.
Yes. All the valuables.
Copper, probably not bronze.
I mean, they probably would have some bronze.
Some, but there's no currency minted in bronze. It's all copper.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So up here you've got looks like private meeting space to discuss, and possibly workers for like a lounge for the maintainers of the place. And then over here a desk for the front runner to be writing his records.
And up here it looks like we have the sleeping area
for said workers, yes. Presumably probably the banker and his family.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think this is just like a separate bank from the like what I was saying, the Bank of Old Town. So
it's just a mom and pop credit union on the side of the road.
Yes. Well, in a town.
Well, it's technically on the side of the road. There is a road. It's on the side of it.
Fair. That's fair.
So, moving on from here, we've got our next stop, the Grand... no, not the Sept.
No,
the weighing station.
Yes, the weighing house. So this place exists to ensure that, and yes, I am going to say it. I have to say it.
Oh God, no.
Yes, they have to ensure that there is indeed a fair market in Fairmarket.
It's still terrible.
Yes,
yeah, but yes, that is all they do here.
Yes, they also pay a lot of the a lot of the taxes are collected on goods in this house as well. So
Yes, yeah. When you're importing goods into the town to collect.
So, yeah, we have offices for that, and up here, we just have a small area for them to sleep.
Yeah. This is probably, if I had to guess, where servants slept. Farriers, couriers, that kind of thing. And you got a hearth here for some fire to keep them all warm. This room would be quite cold, but it doesn't need to be warm. They're only using it in the day.
Just going downstairs. Okay.
And out we go.
Yes, now to the Great Sept of Fairmarket. There's a smaller sept, which we'll see at towards the end of the video, but this is the main sept, and where the septon of the town lives. He lives quite lavishly.
You can see some notices posted to the main door of the septs, but you do have to understand a lot of people can't read those, so their use is limited. But they were wide. The practice of making written postings was quite common. Sometimes a crier would come and read them out at the morning as people were leaving the morning prayer. In the real world, that is to say. We're not entirely sure if the faith has such a congregationalist ideal system.
It's possible.
But it's possible, yes. But this is quite the fancy sept as well.
Yes.
It's quite lavishly decorated.
Yes. It's also very unique in that, like, you never see, like the statues of the seven have like these. I'm trying to think of the word, like these. Like the background behind the statues, like it's either the statues are painted, the statues are made of wool, but I think this is a really nice touch for the sept.
Yes, it is. It's quite a nice decorative touch, and that's something that Stoop does very well, is creating unique feeling decorations.
Yes. I also I don't know if you can actually see it, but this is indeed a 7-pointed sept, and like, yeah, I cannot fathom building something like this.
It's quite the task, yes, but it does produce a nice result.
Yes. So yeah, that's the main sept. We got these small doors here where they pull it, and these ropes for the bells.
Yes, they lead to the bells in...
I don't think you can see it from here, since we're...
No, maybe not. Through here, this leads us into...
the Septon's...
I believe this is the Septon's Manor, yes. It's a significant structure.
So, over here...
Lots of tapestries on the walls.
Got some ale, wine, something to drink over here, and a pretty fancy dining hall.
Quite the fancy dining chamber with quite the fancy hearth as well.
It's very fancy.
We need to find a better adjective.
Yes.
Yeah, but moving on from that, there's I believe the stairs up here. Yeah, so this leads up and in to the overview area of the sept itself, and this is where the main bells of the sept are. You have 3 different bells to create 3 different chimes, and they can be chained together to create a varying number of meanings. Callings to specific prayers or congregations, callings to town events, or the approach of enemies.
Yes.
or celebrations. They'll also use them to announce the death of important figures such as the septon and the steward of the town.
Okay. These just look like bed chambers for like the people who take care of the sept. And up here,
You missed a room.
oh yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's head up here then.
Yes, up here.
Yeah.
Storage.
Yes, lots and lots of it, and a hayloft for the various uses. That's probably used to create rushes.
And over here we have the septon's bedchamber.
Yes, quite the nice one too.
Yes, I mean you'll see the septon is quite flamboyant when it comes to displaying his power.
Yes, yeah. I believe there was another door through here, yeah.
Yes.
This takes us down into what appears to be a cloister.
Courtyard and tree. This door will take us back to the dining chamber.
Yes. So it appears the septon has an entire monastery basically dedicated to himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's also this building on the other side, so...
Let's take a look inside. A larger congregation chamber, probably for the local clergy to meet, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then out there leads us to a library, and above
there's a small
takes us to
here.
Yes, and then above takes us to a storage area and just another fellow to sleep.
I think this
probably
is
another member of the clergy.
Probably the librarian or whoever.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yes. So through here, there's a few more doors.
Yes. These connect actually. So here we'll have.
So this takes us to the belfry at the back.
Yes.
How about? Which means there should be a way. There ought to be a way up.
Oh, there is.
Into that belfry.
I just went this way because, like, the amount of time I've actually spent in the sept tree is quite a lot. I won't say how many days I've actually been spent exploring this sept alone. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This door here, this takes us to the
to the overlook of this entrance area.
Yes.
I also would like to point out, stand in the corner again.
Yes, these are trapdoors.
Yes, and I know they're not intended to be opened that way. I just find it amusing.
It's not the worst thing that you could do.
Third door here, which takes us back to the stairs, but above is some more rooms for servants, monks, penitent brothers of the septry, and the like. And then above overlooks that first room with the writing desks and takes us through here to the bells. And you can see again the various bells to set off the various signals throughout the city.
I think I've already counted 8 bells in this sept already. Like there was
I would not be surprised.
And here's some storage.
Yep. Then we just head back down.
Where did you? Oh,
I'm here.
Yeah. There is there's the entrance to the belfry down there, but we also have access to the graveyard. Would you call this a graveyard or a lich yard?
To be honest, I'm not entirely read up on the difference at the moment. It's been a while, but it is a graveyard. It is a lich yard. I believe they are in effect the same thing. But this is where they bury people, basically. This graveyard would be reserved for important members of the town and important historical figures. So, say the septons that lead the congregation here, that are, and then possibly warriors that defend the town are interred here as well.
I wonder if there's
like distinguished warriors.
Yes,
that is.
Yeah. I mean that kind of leads me to like Pate of Fairmarket. Like I wonder if like there's something somewhere dedicated to him. Okay, so we should
head down this way.
Yes. But I guess we could have gone down that small side street, but I'm not entirely sure where it leads. Oh.
It just leads over here.
Yeah, it just leads here. So let's just briefly step out here. Yeah. So this is the Blue Fork.
Yeah, this is one of the three major rivers that form the Trident at the Great Confluence at Lord Harroway's town. So here, this fork is known for its exceptionally clear blue water.
You know, I didn't know that when Yeah, it's fine. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that small bit about about why it was called the Blue Fork. If I had known,
oh really? Yeah,
I would have used the complementary shaders because this.
Yes, because they give the nice clear water.
Yes.
Yeah. The Blue Fork forms at 7 streams, and it's clear because 7 streams is full of rills and reedy water, which does an excellent job of filtering out the water. Conversely, the Green Fork is green because the water is absolutely disgusting, beginning in the neck.
Okay, that's actually that would have been nice to know when I did the twins.
I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Okay, the Red Fork is red because it's really muddy.
Yes,
it's not actually red though, like the other two.
Yeah, like that's how we
for
get
large portions.
Yeah, that's how we get like River Run. Since it's been made with the clay. But yes, if we continue down that way, which you could, we're not going to do that in this video. You'll get to 7 streams. You'll pass by Old Stones, which I think I'll just make a quick stop by there since it's close to Fairmarket.
Yes, yeah. In the latter video, that bridge leads across to the primary septry of Fairmarket, which is a monastery, which we will be doing a good long visit of in the subsequent video covering the outskirts of Fairmarket.
Yes, you can see it over here, but this is the harbor of Fairmarket.
Yes, so this is where they deal with river trade. So you've got a bunch of river boats here, a couple of river galleys, a few flying Tully colors. I believe that one is flying the Charlton colors, and the very fancy looking barge floating along the river there.
Yes, that belongs to the sept. It's very flamboyant, and I think it's just mostly a display of his power, wealth, status.
Yeah, quite.
Yes. So if we cross this bridge here, across the moat, over here we have...
So...
Yes, the shipyards.
Yes, this is where they build new ships and float them on the river.
It's mostly river boats.
They've got the little ramp here. They would pretty much exclusively do river boats here. I don't think that they would be able to pass the Ruby Ford if they built any ships.
Yeah. Because...
frankly, they probably wouldn't even make it to the confluence. There's at least 1 or 2 more rapids before that point.
Yeah, so, like, mostly fishing boats, anything that's with a shallow draft that you can easily sail across the river. Because there has to be some more fords before you hit the Ruby Ford.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. the only crossings can't be simply ferries. Fords are the most effective way to transport mass amounts of men.
Let's head back into the town. Let's go this way.
Well, I take it back. Bridges are the most effective, but you can't bridge a lot.
Yeah.
You can't bridge everything.
I don't know what's further east, but here we have the east gate of Fairmarket.
Yes.
Pretty much looks the same, just without the Dutch battlements.
Yeah, it's not so bad. This takes us back into the town. That main street would take us back to the market and the main square with the town hall, but we're going to take a left here. This takes us down one of the side streets, and you can see here some preparations for siege, because by now Robb Stark has already been declared king in the north, so Fairmarket is expecting an attack from Tywin Lannister at this point.
Yes. So it looks like they're just making a lot of they're preparing to they're just getting all the wood ready so that they can assemble it. What is boiling here?
That is a good question. I'm not entirely certain what that is intended to represent.
That's just a garden.
Yeah, this is somebody's garden. Private property. Here, we have a nice little redwood house.
Well, it's a barn, actually.
Oh, well, now I'm the fool. But nice little barn, and that is our cue to take a right down this street, where we will see a couple of professions, such as mercers who sell wholesale cloth, and a cobbler here, another cobbler here, Cobbler Row, I suppose. You got some quite nice facades here.
Yes.
Yeah, EStoop did a great job really capturing the feel of a Dutch town. We're back in the square on the other end here.
Yes, but we're going to be passing through. Got a butcher, spice merchant.
An armorer here. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, I think that one of the things I will say, despite the limitations of our timbers, EStoop actually made this look like Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's nice.
Yes. If only we can do the same thing for Germanic timbers.
Yes, but we don't have the diagonal braces. This is a unfortunately broken down cart.
Sour leaf and apples.
That's a combo.
Yes.
I suppose somebody's got cravings.
Probably.
Yeah. So you got a little courtyard here with a well and a few houses. There is no sewer system in Fairmarket like there is in some of the larger towns and cities, and nor is there a system of cisterns, because the Blue Fork is generally drinkable, and if not that, the water table is quite effective here for the wells. And they also tend to at least somewhat naturally filter the water, which is why poisoning wells is such a big practice, because throwing dead bodies poisons the water in the well, which means it no longer becomes drinkable, that well, for a very long time.
Oh, we got it looks like we have some house construction going on here.
Yes. Yeah, they're building something new here.
Probably another house.
Probably, yeah. And then as we head down this way, we will see the beginnings of another septry here.
Yes. This one is, the sept here is just as nice as the main sept, because like here you have these,
yes.
What do you call these?
Being honest, I'm not entirely sure. This is the ecclesial practice isn't something I'm entirely familiar with, so this should be a better question for Stoop as to what exactly these would be called.
But yeah, it's
maybe an abattoir. I don't know. I don't think so. But you have one for each of the 7 aspects, and they are a stand-in for simple statues.
Yeah, it's it's really nice to see like something different other than like the statues that we see all across the realm.
Yes, yeah, it's quite nice. So
I'll also say he does a really good job making this look this is like an even
centered building. Yes.
Yeah, and like if you look up, like he really makes it look like it's an odd it's an odd
it does draw the eye.
Yeah. At this point, like I'm kind of used to just like looking up at the ceiling for because like of the rafters and other things that that people build for the ceiling.
Yeah. A lot of people like to do really complex designs in churches because it was a very common thing in ecclesial and even parish architecture to lavishly decorate a place of worship, even as opposed to a noble residence. They would spend more money on their own oratory than they would, say, the rest of their castle.
Yes. Speaking of, here we have the kitchen. And it leads to a brewery, which they're brewing. Oh dear, I forgot what they're brewing here. It's not beer or wine. I think it's like mead or ale.
I would think ale. You don't see as much grain involved in mead.
Yes, and if I remember how we go upstairs.
There's a staircase.
Yes.
Here.
We have, I think this is the mess hall Stoop mentioned in his notes.
Yes. So this would be the refectory for the church. This is where they would come and eat, not the church, for the monks of the septry. They would come here and they would eat here. And it's kind of a designated area for it. Like a mess hall, like Stoop called it.
Yes, we got rafters up there, and here, go up, we have the bell.
A single bell this time.
Yes. Well, this is a septry. It's not like a full-on sept. I mean, you could still say it is still a full-on sept because we have this.
It is a secondary sept for the town. It's an urban septry based around administering the primary sept. Or the sept that is here. That is a well of some kind, yeah.
And over here, we have the hospital. Yeah, this is what I was saying.
So you've got a couple of beds and presumably the bed for the minister of said hospital.
Yes. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier about.
Yeah, the layout of the hospital here.
Yes.
I'm building my own monastery. So that'll be in a future WesteroScraft Walks video, but not for a while because the project's pretty far away from completion.
Yes. It's also in Honeyhold if you just want to take a look.
Yeah, come visit. The Urban Septry in Honeyholt. It's mostly complete by now, but by the time the video comes out, it should be nearly done.
Yes. We have a scriptorium. Wait, would you say this is a scriptorium?
Yeah, this is a scriptorium. This is where they sit and copy and write out documents.
Okay. Yeah, you know more about this than I do. So.
Yeah, well, only because I'm in the middle of building the damn thing.
And here we have.
So here we have another lich yard,
which has a lot of plum trees.
Suppose if nothing else, bodies make great fertilizer.
Yes, I think this is what supplies the brewery.
Yeah, they probably make plum mead.
Yeah, then what's inside the sacks then? Since
Probably grain or dried or desiccated plum.
oh, true, I never really thought of that. Usually, whenever I see a sack, I'm thinking grain of some kind.
Yeah. The sack block that we have is it's called a grain flour sack, but it's quite generic, so it could represent a number of things.
Yes.
And then out here they have storage for the produced mead as well, back in the lich yard.
It wouldn't.
And then there is a little space in the back.
Yes.
I believe this is the back streets of the town.
Yes.
So this is not necessarily septry land anymore.
Yes. That being said, I think it's time that we took a look at the tower house.
Alright, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's head back out through here.
I think you're going to like this one. Actually, let's just go out the main
door,
first.
yeah. So we're back in this kind of crossroads, and this that street leads us to the western gate of Fairmarket, but this one shall lead us up the high hill to the keep of the Lord Steward.
Yes. Yeah, what do you think surrounds the tower house? Because I noticed there's like say over here, there's gates.
I would assume minor pasture and probably thistle bushes as a form of passive defense.
Mm-hmm.
The hill itself provides a significant amount, but imagine having to get through heavy thorn bush as well on top of that. Ugh. Yeah. But if I had to guess at an immediate purpose, pasture for running the Lord Steward's horses.
Mm-hmm. So here we are, the tower house where the Lord Steward lives. And at one point in time, Heron and
yes. Halleck Hoare, the second king of House Hoare, who took control of the Riverlands. He succeeded his father, and unlike his father, ruled in the Riverlands from here. This is also likely where the lowborn king Pate of Fairmarket ruled from in his brief reign, before he was put down by the Storm Kings.
Yes. And this was the seat that Heron resided in before the construction of Heron Hall.
Aye, that as well. So I suppose let's just start back here, and we'll do a loop, and then we'll get into the keep itself.
Yes.
So this is very much in the style of Dutch castles, quite simple Dutch castle, but it's effective.
I think
through here we've got stables.
Yes, these are stables. I think EStoop mentioned this castle. It wasn't based on anything, but the hill was.
Yes, that's a common thing. Not every castle on the server that we build is based primarily in one specific castle. There are plenty that are, of course, but there are just as many that are not.
So here it looks like we have the
this
armory.
is
sorry,
armory,
not the armory, the barracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, this is where probably the town guard sleeps, considering the amount of horses here.
I mean, they could all. There were a lot of towers that surround the
town, so they could possibly have postings there. Yes, but primary headquarters is probably here.
Yes.
This could be Castellan potentially, or some kind of craftsman.
I think the Castellan of the of the tower house.
Mm-hmm. And this is the castle granary.
Yes. Is I think for a tower house this small, like the servants would probably live in the town itself.
Yes, yeah. A structure like this, they would live either in the garret or in the tower house, or out in the town. Although living within the town, I find less likely than living in the garret.
There's not much of a garret. You'll see.
Ah, okay. In here, we've got just some chickens, most likely. Chickens or dogs.
Pigs, I think.
Pigs, yeah. Maybe the mud, yeah.
And over here... This has to be...
Looks to be storage and potentially the kitchen.
I don't
or
think
no, there's a
no, this is not the
there's
kitchen.
a decently sized bed here.
Yeah, the kitchen.
What is this for?
I think this
under the keep.
Yeah,
probably.
Or maybe like this is the castellan, and the other
fellow
is like a captain.
Maybe the head. I was gonna say maybe the head guardsman.
Yes. But yeah, like
through here.
Yes.
I wonder if these grew out of Stoop's control, because these are vanilla vines, and that's a lot of vines.
I don't think so, because tick speed is off, so nothing can grow.
True. So in here we've got the dining room. I suppose this would be the hall of the keep, and this is where the Lord Steward, who flies the Tully banner because he is an appointed steward, would eat with his family and potentially any noble guests.
Yes. I imagine a lot of those would be like the Malisters, the Freys, because like Fairmarket's surrounded by a lot of those houses.
Fairmarket is actually quite surrounded by a number of extremely powerful houses. The Freys are a bit too far north to court significant influence here. The Malisters, however, are probably quite interested, and so are the Blackwoods and Brackens, who are just to the south.
Yes. I mean, the reason why I brought up the Freys, like a lot of their bannermen surround Fairmarket, so...
not quite. The southernmost Frey bannerman is Charlton, which is quite north of us.
Okay.
The canonical bannermen are Hay, Charlton, and one more that I can't quite remember, but we've given them another bannerman in the seat of Hagsmire. But Hagsmire is northwest of Charlton. So Charlton is the southernmost, and they used to be petty kings.
Yes. This is probably where the cook sleeps, in the kitchen. I imagine it would be quite warm down here.
Yes, it would. He would be nice and cozy down here, even in the winter.
Yes. The wine probably wouldn't do that well, though.
No, I imagine not. But if we head up, or if we head over here, there is a door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a privy.
Of course. Wait, did you... For a second, I thought you climbed into that. But yes, up here, we got two bed chambers. Yes.
Alright, so this is a nice little bed chamber. We're not entirely sure who lives in what room just yet. We gotta look at the others. There's one in here with a red bed.
Yes.
So possibly children or the husband and the wife
we got a garderobe.
Sleep in separate rooms. Garderobe there. And then back through this way takes us...
Yes, it takes us upstairs.
Upstairs to what I believe is the garret.
Yes, which is
there's enough garret space here. Maester, presumably?
I think so, because, like, they're...
Or a half maester.
Yeah, a half maester.
I find half maester most likely.
Yes.
And here a bathroom, which is not quite right. I believe this is more of storage than where the bathing actually takes place. So they've got herbs and alms in here and stuff like that, some clothes set out to dry. But I don't believe this is where the actual bathing would take place. I believe they would bring the tub down into the bedchamber.
Yeah, that would be really cumbersome, considering the size of the staircase.
It would, but dedicated bathing rooms, in a keep this small were uncommon. That space would more likely than not be used for something else. So
Yes.
I have to assume that it's storage for said tub. And out here leads us on to the battlements.
Yes. I don't think these are temporary either. Like
No, this is a permanent structure.
Yes. Yeah, you have a nice view of the entire town.
Yes, you do.
Yes. We're gonna go down to those mills in a bit. But yeah, you got the sept. Guess you can't really see anything past the sept.
You can see the roof of the town hall, but you can't quite see the actual town hall itself.
Yes.
Over here you get a much better view. You can see the whole septry over there. You can see out to the fields, beyond the walls of the town, and you can even see all the way out to the executioner's house.
Yes. Let's
But
go
here
back
you can
down.
also see the original windows boarded up with wood.
Oh yes.
This was likely a crenellated roof before this later addition was added on. So it would have been flat with crenellations split up, and that's what the wood is blocking off to support the roof on top of the stone.
That's a really nice detail.
It is.
Yeah, I never
Yes,
really
it's good.
would have thought of that.
Quite nice.
So let's go back downstairs and let's head over to those mills.
All right. And the wood stair as well is quite effective a defense because they can burn it when they're attacked.
Yes. Got another notice board.
Yeah. And then we can head down the hill this a ways.
Yes. That
I
will
believe
take
down
us
here
to...
will take us to the mill.
Yeah, I think so. Or actually, I think we have to go.
I don't think that's a path.
Yes. I think we have to go the other way.
Okay.
So yeah, down here, and then we'll just loop around.
Yes. Yeah, I see now.
Yeah, and I think somewhere here is where, yeah, there should be some stairs that go back to the sept that we didn't go down earlier. We hung out by it, but we didn't go down it. Now, if only there's a way to get up.
Let's take a look at
here we go.
this mill
Yes.
here. So these mills are quite a advanced design. These are late medieval, early modern period windmills. They're adjustable to face the wind and perfectly stable, all things considered. This is a catch basin for the actual flour
Yes.
that is produced, and the up is somewhere. I think there's supposed to be a ladder there.
Yes. Maybe the other one has a ladder.
Hi.
Yes. I should also mention that. For you, you probably don't see it, but to me, the flower looks pink. Oh, here we go. Here's the ladder.
Oh, you have that seasonal thing on, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's your mistake.
I was taking screenshots.
Yeah, so this
for
is the actual. This is the actual grinding basin here. This is where they put in the grain to be ground into flour off of the wind power.
Yes, and this is where they bring the grain up. You can see the road.
Hang on, uncrouch for a second.
Yes. Okay.
No, stand there and uncrouch for. Stand there and uncrouch for a second. Goodbye.
Rude. Yeah, rude.
First of all, That was so rude. Yeah, and so they have a little pulley up top to raise and lower grain.
Yes.
Up here so that they can effectively grind it down.
Yes. And then that falls down to the this where they put it in sacks.
Yes, to the catcher.
Yes.
And then they sack it up there and take it off.
Yeah, I'd imagine this would be really valuable in Siege because you have it inside the walls. So.
And on the river, so it's more difficult to destroy.
Yes. Yeah. So that was pretty much all of Fairmarket. Just gonna crouch.
All right.
I don't trust you pushing me off again.
Get in the water. Don't you want to go swimming? No. Yes. So it's quite a nice town. The style is a bit. It's a little dated, but I don't think it's anything to write home about. It's quite a beautiful place to explore. And we did skim over quite a lot of the areas, so I would encourage you to log onto the server and explore it yourself. There's a lot to see.
Yes. And on that note, I think this is a good place to end the video. So thank you so much for watching. In the next video, we'll explore the surrounding lands around Fairmarket, and I also mentioned Old Stones. We'll just pop by there, see the ruins of Old Stones. Yeah, and then we'll head over to Derry after Fairmarket. I know you're gonna love the castle. It's
I will. I will.
Yes.
It's a bit dated, but we'll get there.
Yes, we'll get there.
2013 build? 2014?
2013.
Oh, it's older than I thought it was. I thought it was 2014.
I assure you, it's 2013. It's quite old.
Okay,
it shows.
Yeah.
It shows.
We'll give it a solid shake.
Yes, but until then, I am Krista Gardner, and I will see you in the next video. Yes, bye-bye.
See you later.